What's up, everybody? This is a busy week for Hearthstone. It's also a busy week for my channel. Because it's a busy week for Hearthstone, we're going to go to meta on this. Let's go ramble about all of the news that happened the past 24 hours. First of all, we have a balance change coming to Standard, Wild, and Battlegrounds. Patch 30.6.2 is happening tomorrow, so Thursday, October 17th, and it's going to shake things up a little tiny bit. We knew this was coming. It wasn't like widely known or remembered. It was just a little note in passing that they were going to do something right before the expansion launches, and that last little nerf that they did. And let's talk about what's happening. So first of all, we're getting a buff to the Kobold Legendary, and then look, we're getting a bunch of nerfs. We're getting a nerf to Titan, the one that's been nerfed before and then buffed and then nerfed again. The wand is getting some adjustment, which is good. The wand is broken. The one that's in Marin that, draws 3 cards, makes them 0. It's broken. It needs to be changed. Dollmaster Dorian's getting a little bit of a nerf. Crescendo, the little pirate thing that makes Pirate Demon Hunter super broken. This is good. Tsunami's getting a change. I knew we would see something, but yeah, Tsunami getting a change, absolutely necessary. I'm tired of seeing those freezing elementals that hit the face, and then Razzle Dazzler, that's getting some sort of nerf. As well as there's another minion. I don't remember all the names. I apologize. You would think I would know every single name. I'm not that guy. I had to look it up. And then Wild is getting some changes. Radiant Elemental, I knew this one. And Crimson Clergyman is getting some sort of adjustment in Wild. I don't know how this is going to be. I'm assuming it's something for the new cards that came out, because there is an overheal mechanic that might cause some problems there. So maybe just an adjustment in Wild. Maybe it's being banned. I don't know. It doesn't say yet. We'll find out tomorrow. And then also they are going to do some changes to Battlegrounds. So some of the minions are getting some adjustments. We got buffs to, let's see, at least 1 pirate, 1 murloc, 2 beasts, a dragon, another murloc / demon, and some nerfs. We've got, that nerf to the hummingbird. It needs to happen. That one's pretty strong right now. So we're going to see some changes to Battlegrounds, as well as they also stated that there would be trinket adjustments as well, which is weird because we just had trinket adjustments like yesterday or the day before. That's interesting. That's going to be interesting. Battlegrounds is in a very good place. It's very fun. I don't know why everybody is not playing Battlegrounds all the time, because it's fun. It's so much fun. And if you're having a bad time in Battlegrounds, you should be, in Standard or traditional Hearthstone, you should be playing Battlegrounds. It's fun. And then this came out today. This is from Tyler Bellman, the game director. Came out today. Hearthstone progression update. We're going to unpack this a little tiny bit. Hi, everyone. Before we blast off in the great dark beyond, I'm here today to share some information about our next progression adjustments coming in patch 30.0, which is the patch, obviously. To better understand where we're going, let's go first back to see how we got here. I'm going to paraphrase some of this. I'm going to leave a link in the description. I just wanted to talk about this. Earlier this year, we made some adjustments to our weekly quests. Our initial changes in patch 29.2 were aimed at rewarding our most committed players while encouraging others to play more. But after the changes went live, they didn't reward players for their in-game time quite like we had hoped. So to unpack this a little bit, we're getting, usually it was like 5 wins here, 5 wins there. And then that was the weekly quests, and it was 5 wins. And I believe they bumped it up to 10 wins for the weekly. They gave us more, but it was just tougher to do. It was crazy. It was very poorly received. Everybody hated it. So it says, but after the changes went live, they didn't reward players for their time in game quite like we had hoped. Yeah, we saw some players give up on those harder quests and played less instead of more. Absolutely. They said it from Jump Street. Everybody that was commenting on this situation change when it happened was like, hey, we're not playing these. If I can't win 5, I'm definitely not winning 10 in a week. It just doesn't happen. So those who did work to complete the weekly quest told us they saw them as a chore. It was a chore. The win quests was just bad, and the win quests at 10 was just even worse. Even though we were getting more XP, it just wasn't good. So they made that change. So an important part of design is acknowledging when a change doesn't work, learning why it doesn't work, and then adjusting in a different way. So starting in patch 31.0, we're making 3 changes to our progression systems aimed at giving players more accessible goals and getting them to new content faster. So what they did after everybody complained for having all those is they changed it to what it is today. If you log in right now, you have the option to, play 10 games and get the weekly rewards. I think it's a little bit less XP that you're getting, a rewards track XP, but it's not winning any games. It's not winning 5 games. It's not winning 7 games. It's just playing 10 games. And I feel, and I think everybody feels, that was really good. For those that are not great at the game, those are not try-harding and winning every single game. I mean, there's people that go through the game that play 4 games and they don't win 1. The idea of playing should be rewarded, not the idea of winning. So it looks like they're gonna revert it back to what it was. So, this is what's happening in patch 31.0, reverting weekly quests, completion requirements, and XP grant amounts back to what they were prior to patch 29.2. So it's going back to the way it was. I don't get why they would do that. But improving the reward track by swapping out 5 of the early 50 gold grants for 5 Great Dark Beyond packs and adding 4 Great Dark Beyond packs to the Tavern Pass. So we're going to get more packs if you're just, playing the regular rewards, or you're going to go ahead and play, the Tavern Pass and get more packs, which is good. That's always a good situation. I'm hoping that's not being swapped out for something else besides just the gold. I think I'm okay with that. If I can get 1 pack or 50 gold, I'd probably take the pack, especially if I'm a free-to-play player. And then number 3, updating the regular Tavern Brawl reward pack from a standard pack to a pack from the latest expansion. I'm okay with this too. I think this is great. My problem is, taking those weekly reward quests, whatever you want to call it, back from play however many the number is to win to 5 or whatever the thing is going to be. You should be rewarded for playing the game, not rewarded for winning the games. And that's going to cause a problem. I mean, I know it for a fact. When I wasn't doing this, I would, when I was doing content creation and playing games more than I was when I was playing. When I was a casual player, I was not winning 5 games in a week. I didn't play anything more than like 7 or 8 or 10 games, and I just didn't finish those weeklies. And I think that's what's going to happen here. I think the system that we had after the changes recently, where it was just play those games, I think that's the best way. And I'm going to say it again. You should be rewarded for playing the game, not for winning the game. And that set some people off. I saw it on, social media today when this was posted, that they were not happy with it. So listen, the idea is this: if they can change and they can go back and forth and they can make adjustments, they're absolutely listening to us. They listened to us when they originally reverted it. It's a good situation there, but I just don't see it. I don't see how it's going to play. I know that I'm going to run into situations like I did. I go into a busy work week or something like that. I'm not going to win 5 games, especially if the meta is terrible. And for a budget player, someone brand new, learning the game, not being that great at the game, you don't need to enjoy the game because you're an expert at the game. You should enjoy the game because you enjoy the game. So yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts. Please leave them below. I want to know what you think of this change. This is happening super soon, patch 31.0. And then, yeah, some of you have been asking for this quest reversion for some time, or like the changes we made, so I want to give some insight into why we're making these changes now. Our goal is for quests to be achievable and rewarding for everyone. In order to work towards that, we need to return to a baseline from us and build from for future adjustments. So they just said that, and I didn't read that originally before. We're making this change now for 2 reasons. First reason that we wanted to see how 29.4.2 changes impacted the full expansion cycle to make better informed decisions. This took us through patch 30.4 to give us time to evaluate a plan for next expansion. And then the second reason is making the weekly quest change at the 31.0 patch meant that we could also make adjustments to the rewards track at the same time. So maybe they've got it. The cool thing is, the absolute coolest thing out of this, and there is 2 cool things here, is I would imagine if this is very poorly received, they'll go ahead and make adjustments. They've already said that in order to work towards making the goal of quest to be achievable and rewarding for everyone, they're working towards a goal. Is it perfect system? No. Do I think it's better what they're going to give us? Possibly, but I won't know. And then, listen, I love this here. Looking forward, we plan to continue monitoring, tweaking these changes. Rewards tracks are tricky to adjust while active. And then more details will be shared in our usual rewards track refresh blog. Usually comes out a week before, maybe 10 days before the expansion launches. And then I'll also be back next week to share some details and insights about the unique pre-release Tavern Brawl we're doing this expansion. That's cool. Tyler made a promise a few weeks ago when the whole, you weren't getting a new board, you weren't getting a cinematic, that he was going to try to discuss more of this with us at more frequent time and be more communicative. And I think that's awesome that they're doing that. I love to see more from them. Anytime Tyler, puts some information on there, whether it's good, whether I love the information or I hate the information, I'm happy that the information is coming to me, and I appreciate that. I definitely want to know your thoughts on this. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about, I believe here, is look at this. This came out, I think, today as well. Yeah, so look, 200,000 players are in Standard Legend in China already, and it's only the middle of the first season after coming back. And then it says, for comparison, there are about 35,000 players in Standard Legend on all 3 servers combined. China getting Hearthstone back is a bonus, a huge deal. For them to sit there and say that they're beating us out that many Standard Legend players, imagine how many are not hitting Legend. There's a huge calling for Hearthstone in China. It was a very bad thing when China was unable to play, and I just love the fact that it's back. And then look, the expansion launch is coming. Maybe these numbers are inflated because they got so much when the game was reconnected back in China. Their rewards track was pretty awesome. There was a lot of cool free stuff that they were getting. It was really good for them to be playing at that time. Maybe that's why, but maybe not. And then, the expansion launch is going to be massive. It's a true statement right there. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I'm excited to see what's going to happen from a player perspective, and then I'm excited to see, hopefully, what this huge increase of players, regardless of where they are in the world, this huge increase of players in the game is going to do for the game. It's a positive. It's uplifting to see that many. That's so awesome. It's a shame that they lost it for as long as they lost it, but I'm glad they're back. I'm hoping that you are too, and I think that's it. But besides this, listen, I love Hearthstone art. It's what drawn me to the game. I started playing the game because I love the art of World of Warcraft or Blizzard so much, and I've said this multiple times that, listen, all the sets are awesome in my opinion, but there's a couple of pieces that, of art based on the expansion that I just don't care about. This set, even though I haven't seen all of them, I'm telling you right now confidently, this is the best art direction I've ever seen in any single set. And that's saying something because we know how awesome this art is. There is not one piece that I've seen so far that I'm like, okay, yeah, that's kind of cool. No, this is all just amazing. I saw the mage cards today and I'm blown away. What they are doing is amazing. I thought I was going to be a little thrown off because, yes, we've had celestial art in the game before, but we've never had something like this space-centric. and it's just working. It works perfectly. It fits the Hearthstone style or the Blizzard style, or whatever you want to call it. It's amazing. Look, an alien Murloc. Come on. I did ask for more Murlocs. Maybe that's the only complaint I have. I've only seen one, but look at the art. It's awesome. I'm very happy for this. The Great Dark Beyond comes out November 5th. Very excited. There's the pre-release thing that you can play with tavern tickets. We'll hear more about that soon. And yeah, let me know your thoughts of everything I talked about. I've rambled enough. I've got other videos to do to talk about the mage cards and what have you. So I'm going to go rambling done. I will see you in the next video.